Hello Year 3, it's Miss Lewis here. Welcome to Friday's maths lesson. Let's start with our Give Me 5. Grab that 5-minute timer and let's get going. Okay, well done. Your first one, you could have used a column addition, but if it were me, I would have just added another 1 to 199 to make it 200. I then would have added on the 200, so only focusing on the hundreds column. So 300, add 200, it's 500. Got 545, but then I would have had to take away that 1 I added on to get 544. This one then, we've got a perfectly round number here, 100. We don't need to do any adding or taking away to that. You could have used a column subtraction, but I think it's easier to do this one in our head, just focusing on the 100 column. So we've got 100 in our hundreds column here. We're taking away 100, so we're going to have nothing in the hundreds column, so we're left with 34. Next one then, 56 divided by 7. For this you might need to know your 7 times table. Okay, let's try counting up in 7s. We've got 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56. I got 8 on my fingers there. 56 divided by 7 is 8. 7 times 8 is 56. Next one there, bit of a simpler one here, 4 times 3. Let's count up in our 3s then. 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 4 times. Or we could have counted up in 4s. We could have gone 4, 8, 12. We would have got 3. But we know that it is 12. And our last one, 33, is the same as something times 3. We can reverse that. 3 times something is 33. Now I know my 3 times table. I know that 33 is 11 times 3. Okay, so this answer is 11. Super work. Let's have a look then at our in focus problem for today. Today we're going to be comparing length. So we've learnt a lot about how we write length and converting it from centimetres and metres and kilometres into different ways of writing it. Today we're going to be comparing them. So we've got a table here with the heights of some of these people, and we were asked the question, who is taller, Charles or Lulu? Have a little look at this table. What do you notice about it? Yeah, that's right, they're written in different ways of writing it. So this first one is written just in centimetres, but the second one is written in metres and centimetres. So it's a little bit tricky for us to see who is taller and compare these heights when they're written in different ways. Okay, so we're looking at Charles and Lulu. We know Charles is 1 metre and 50 centimetres, and Lulu is 105 centimetres. So, the best way to do this is to convert either one of these so it's written in the same way as the other, so we can easily compare those numbers. Let's go. Method 1 then is to put Charles's height into just centimetres. Okay, so we take his 1 metre, 50 centimetres. We know that 1 metre is the same as 100 centimetres. 50 centimetres stays the same as 50 centimetres. We add them together. 100 add 50 is 150. Now we can compare them properly. Charles is 150 centimetres. Lulu is 105 centimetres. We know that 150 is a bigger number than 105, which means Charles is taller. Okay? Another way of doing this, we could have converted Lulu's measurement into metres and centimetres. So we're going to look here. She's 105 centimetres. So when we're converting into metres, we look at what's in the hundreds column. We've got 100 centimetres, which equals 1 metre. then we find what's left, which is 5 centimetres. So we've got 1 metre and 5 centimetres, and when we look at it in this table with Charles's height, he is 1 metre 50 centimetres, Lulu is 1 metre 5 centimetres. We know that Charles is taller. They've both got 1 metre, but Charles has 50 centimetres, whereas Lulu only has 5. So we've worked out that Charles is taller by converting the measurements so they're written in the same way. Let's look at our guided practice then. If you want to try this by yourself, then go ahead and pause the video. If you'd like some help, then you can work with me. Ruby ran 2 kilometres 45 metres. Amira ran 2,450 metres. Who ran a longer distance? Okay, well we know that like our Let's Learn, we need to convert these in so that one of them is the same as the other. So let's put this one, Ruby's length, into just metres. So she's got 2 kilometres. I know that 2 kilometres is 2,000 metres. And we need to add on the rest of it, which is 45 metres. 2,000 add 45 is 2,045. So now we just need to compare these two numbers, 2,045 compared with 2,450. Which one's bigger? That's right, it is Amira's length that is bigger because she has something in the hundreds column, whereas Ruby doesn't. Okay, next one. Sam ran 5 kilometres 80 metres last week. This week he ran 5,800 metres. Next week he plans to run 580 metres. Which distance is longer? Okay, got some helpful speech bubbles here. These two are written in the same way. They're both written in metres, so it's easy to compare these. Which is the bigger number out of 580 and 5,800? Yep, 5,800 is bigger because it's got things in its thousands column, whereas this number doesn't have any thousands. Now we need to compare 5 kilometres 80 metres with 5,800 metres. To do this, I think we should put our 5 kilometres 80 metres into just metres. So 5 kilometres is going to be 5,000 metres. Just remember to write on kilometres so we know what we're talking about. And then we've got 80 metres to add to that as well. So 5 kilometres 80 metres is 5,000 metres, add 80 metres. I know that 5,000 add 80 is 5,080. So now we just need to compare these two numbers here, 5,080 and 5,800, which is bigger? Yep, that's right, 5,800 is bigger. It's got things in its hundreds column. It's our bigger number. So the longest distance is 5,800 metres to run this week. Okay, now it's time to complete our worksheet. Okay, so this is for you to do by yourself. It's 2 pages. Here we are comparing the heights here. Need to look very carefully at the tape measures here. And in this one, we are comparing these distances and arranging things from shortest to longest. So in this one, look, you need to put this 320 centimetres into metres and centimetres. Okay, pause the video and check back for the answers. Okay, then here are our answers. So looking very carefully at these tape measures, we can see that Holly is the tallest, Lulu is the shortest, which means when we arrange them, we go Holly the tallest, Amira in the middle, and Lulu as the shortest. Okay? So even though we can see in the pictures who's tallest and who's shortest, we need to be looking carefully at the tape measures to see what they measure. And then our next page, Ravi wanted to walk the shortest distance to Charles's house. Okay, so we're not looking at the squiggly lines, we need to measure the actual distances. Okay, so I think it would have been really good to pop this one into just meters. So 1 kilometre is 1,000 meters, and add on that 160 meters as well, so 1,160 meters. Now we can compare them, which is the smallest number here. If he wants to take the shortest distance, it's this one here, 1,030. So if it's 1,030 meters, that's 1 kilometre and 30 meters. In these ones, we're arranging them from shortest to longest. Okay, so we had to put 2 meters 65 centimeters into just centimeters, which is 265 centimeters. And that's going to be our longest one. 130 is in the middle, and 67 is our shortest distance. In this one, we had to put 1,009 meters into kilometers and meters, and we would have found that that is 1 kilometre and 9 meters. And you could have written them like this in meters, or you could have written these in kilometers and meters as well. And here we are arranging from longest to shortest. Okay, so in this one, our longest one is 3,002 centimeters, which would have been 30 meters 2 centimeters. Bit of a trick question there. We've got 30 meters, that becomes 3,000 centimeters. Okay, if you think then that you have challenged yourself enough with maths today, that's fine. You can end your lesson now. If not, here are some challenge questions. Have a go at those and then check back for the answers. And here are our challenge answers, okay? So where has Faye made a mistake then? Well, 167 centimeters is longer than 1 meter and 11 centimeters, because 1 meter and 11 centimeters, we can write that as 111 centimeters, and that is shorter than 167 centimeters. So she made a little mistake with these two. And then this question here, who is correct? Assad says that his pet snake is the longest because it measures 889 millimeters. Sam says that his pet snake is the longest because it is 89 centimeters 9 millimeters long. We know that Sam is correct because his snake is 89 centimeters 9 millimeters, which is equal to 899 millimeters, and 899 millimeters is longer than 889 millimeters. Well done if you got any of those right today, and well done on challenging yourself. Have a lovely rest of your day.